Welcome to the English Clarity Cast.
Hi everyone, welcome back to English Clarity Cast, the podcast where we help you think clearly, speak confidently, and grow personally, all in English. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. We're so glad to have you with us today. Whether you're walking, commuting, or just relaxing at home, thanks for choosing to spend your time with us.
Today we're diving into a topic that a lot of people struggle with, especially in today's world full of distractions and constant stimulation: how to be disciplined.
Yes, this is something we hear about all the time. How do I stay focused? How do I stay committed to my goals? Or simply, how do I stop procrastinating? Discipline is the answer, but it's often misunderstood.
Exactly. Discipline isn't about being harsh on yourself or living a rigid life. It's actually the key to freedom. The more self-control you develop, the more you can direct your time and energy to the things that truly matter.
So in this episode, we're going to explore what discipline really is, why it's hard to develop, and most importantly, how to build it. We'll share professional tips, psychology-based strategies, and actionable habits that you can start today.
Let's get into it.
Let's begin with the basics. What is discipline? In its simplest form, discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not.
It's not about being perfect or having superhuman willpower. It's about building systems and mindsets that help you stay on track. Think of discipline as a form of internal leadership.
Exactly. And a good comparison here is motivation. Motivation gets you started. It's like the spark. But discipline, that's the engine. That's what keeps you moving when the excitement has faded.
And here's a little truth bomb. If you rely solely on motivation, you'll always be inconsistent. Because motivation comes and goes. Discipline is steady.
Let's transition now into the real heart of the episode: how to be disciplined. We're going to walk you through key tips that will help you build discipline over time.
Let's start with tip number 1. Know your why.
This is foundational. Without a clear reason for doing something, your efforts will collapse the moment things get hard. Your why is your emotional anchor.
Exactly. When we say, know your why, we mean understand the deeper purpose behind your goal. Why are you trying to develop discipline? Is it to improve your health? Advance your career? Be a better parent, student, or partner?
Take a few minutes to write this down. Seriously, pause this podcast and ask yourself, what do I want to change? Why does it matter to me? How will my life improve if I stick with it?
When your reasons are emotionally compelling, it becomes much easier to resist temptations and distractions. The stronger the why, the easier the how.
Once you've identified your why, it's time to move to the next step: building small habits that stick.
Tip 2 is this: start small and stay consistent.
One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to become more disciplined is taking on too much too fast. They set huge goals like, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., work out for 2 hours, study for 5 more, and then write a book by the weekend.
And guess what? That kind of pressure almost always leads to burnout. The real key is to start small. Discipline is like a muscle. You don't go to the gym for the first time and lift 200 pounds. You start with what you can handle, and you build up.
One powerful method is the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. If you want to build a habit, start with a version that takes 2 minutes. Want to read more? Start with reading 1 page. Want to meditate? Begin with just sitting quietly for 2 minutes.
Consistency builds confidence, and confidence leads to momentum. Even the smallest action repeated daily can completely change your trajectory over time.
Now that we've got the basics of starting small, let's talk about setting yourself up for success by creating structure.
Tip number 3: design your environment.
Your environment plays a massive role in your behavior. If your surroundings are cluttered, distracting, or disorganized, discipline becomes an uphill battle.
Absolutely. Your brain loves predictability. Routines and clear spaces help reduce decision fatigue. That means you have more energy left for the things that really matter.
Here's what you can do. Identify your key distractions. Is it your phone, social media, Netflix? Then build barriers. Turn off notifications. Use website blockers. Put your phone in another room when you're working.
At the same time, make good habits easier. Want to exercise? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Want to eat healthy? Keep fruits in plain sight and hide the junk food.
The idea is to make bad habits harder and good habits easier. It's not about forcing yourself. It's about designing your environment to support your goals.
Once your environment is helping you, the next step is to monitor your progress.
Tip 4. Track your progress.
What gets measured gets managed. When you track your progress, you create a sense of accountability. It also gives you feedback. You can see what's working and what isn't.
Try using a simple habit tracker. It could be a journal, an app, or even a calendar. The idea is to create a visual record of your consistency.
There's something very satisfying about checking off a task, even if it's small. It builds momentum. And when you look back at a full week of check marks, it reinforces your belief that you are a disciplined person.
And don't forget to review your progress weekly. Ask yourself what went well, what needs improvement. Adjust your strategy accordingly.
Tracking progress also leads to our next point, how to deal with failure.
Let's be honest, you're going to slip up. We all do. Life is messy. You'll get tired. You'll get distracted. You'll skip a day.
But here's the thing. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about getting back on track.
When you mess up, don't waste energy feeling guilty. Guilt doesn't help. Reflection does. Ask yourself, what caused the slip? How can I prepare better next time?
Also, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself like you would treat a friend. If your friend made a mistake, you wouldn't yell at them. You'd encourage them to try again. Do the same for yourself.
And one great way to stay accountable is to have a support system, which brings us to our final major tip.
Tip 7. Don't go it alone.
Discipline is a personal journey, but that doesn't mean you have to do it by yourself. In fact, involving others can supercharge your results.
Find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, mentor, coach, or even an online group. The key is to regularly check in with someone who supports your goals and will call you out if you're slacking.
Also, share your goals publicly. Research shows that when you declare your intentions to others, you're more likely to follow through.
But be selective. Share with people who want to see you succeed. Negative or judgmental people will just drain your energy.
With the right support, even your toughest days can feel a little lighter.
So let's recap. Becoming more disciplined isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing your why, starting small, designing your environment, tracking progress, learning from setbacks, and having accountability.
Discipline is not a trait you're born with. It's a skill you build. Every day you practice it, you get stronger. And every time you choose the hard right over the easy wrong, you're creating a better future for yourself.
We hope today's episode gave you clarity and motivation to start making changes today.
Thanks for listening to English Clarity Cast. If you enjoyed this episode, leave us a review, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button.
Until next time, stay focused, stay consistent, and keep growing. Bye for now.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next episode, take care and keep listening.